Alright, so we're gonna do a quick, small little shred run here. Not a ton, but I wanted to get it out of here because I'm not gonna be able to go to the yard till Tuesday, and then we obviously have Sunday night, Monday night. So between those 2 days, with those 2 days alone, I should be able to find enough to get a load out of it by itself. So I just wanted to get this out of here and not have to look at it all weekend. Well, yeah, all weekend because I have to work tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So, and of course, scrapyard's closed Sunday anyways, and like I said, I gotta work. I gotta work the next 4 days after this. So, just get it out of here right now, and just be done with it. So, like I said, not a whole lot. I'll be surprised if this is like 200 and maybe 250. I mean, I did shove a little bit of stuff in the microwaves, but not much. Like that weighs nothing. This weighs nothing. Like I said, the only real weight in here is these microwaves and the lamps with their concrete bases. I mean, so I said there's no weight in here, but I just want to get the stuff out of here and not have to look at it. So, I mean, I might throw that in there because I mean, like I said, it's small, but I mean, and it's missing a wheel, but it does kind of work. I did play around with it, rolling around a little bit. That's a nice toolbox. I don't want to scrap that. That can stay. That trash can that was here had a little bit of stuff in the bottom. I threw that in one microwave, so that's out of here. But I don't really have anything. So James got like that piece of bike frame. He's got those 2 bins of stuff, but he told me keep off. I don't know. He's got more stuff coming, so I guess he'll deal with that when he gets here. But like that, there's nothing back there. Actually, I might throw that in. Yeah, I might as well throw that in because I don't really have a use for it. It's just been sitting back there. So I might as well throw it in and get rid of it since I have the space. Because normally I don't have space for it, so I can throw that in and get rid of it right now. That bike I'm tempted to, but I mean the boss gave me that and he wanted me to sell it. I don't even know if he remembers giving me it to sell because he gave me a couple other things. Snowblower that's kind of junk. Same with that. A couple trimmers that are junk. I don't even know if they're still floating around here. I don't know if he ever asks. I guess I'll just give him a couple bucks for it. Or we should actually try and sell, but it's in kind of rough shape, I think. I say, but so that's a problem for a different day. But also, I'll stand. Oh, there he goes right now. As I'm standing out here, we got our they came in to put in their smart meter nonsense, which me and James don't want a smart meter, but we don't pay the bill. We don't really have a say in it, so I just let them do it, I guess. So I say I don't agree with smart meter nonsense, but I don't pay the bill, so. But I mean, I guess we will see if the bill goes up or not, because a lot of people I know say their bill is like skyrocketed, but I know locally there's been a lot of people saying their bill stayed the same or even went down. It's supposed to be like more accurate reading, I guess. So, like I said, we're gonna find out. I don't pay the bills, so that ain't me. It's not my problem. All right, like I said, we'll go run, get this in, go get our $10. Let's see. I think I got to run to the post office. I got to remember to put that stuff in here. Like I said, then I'll come back and process the sink and a little bit of wire and stuff. Deal with that later. Trying to think, make sure there's nothing else I need to do while I'm out. Because I know I forgot yesterday when I left to go going to the aunt's neighbors. I forgot I gotta go to the post office. So, all right, let's get going. All right, so like I figured, 240 pounds, 160 gross ton still, so $17. So, it is what it is for a little bit of garbage. I mean, that definitely covers my gas for yesterday. Well, the last 2 days, because you figure that's when it's from. So, that definitely covers the gas, so. Even though we didn't find a ton, the gas is still paid for. All right, let's go do something else. All right, so I'll load it up with the shred run, ready to go. This is primarily stuff from last night. A couple things from Monday night, and a couple things that have just been lying around, like the cart here. This rim that came from one of the tires that James, I don't know, had lying around or some nonsense. He got a little tire thing from Harbor Freight and popped the rim off. So, and then took the tires to Goodyear. So I got the rim, like I said, the microwaves and stuff, and all the other miscellaneous stuff. And then I got my two batteries I found last night that James is gonna dick around with to see if they have any life left to them. If not, I'm taking them in. Nope. DOA.
Yeah, like not even 5 and not even 4. So yep, they're dead.
All right then. Straight to non-ferrous they go. I ain't moving them twice. So I'll just take those straight to non-ferrous. Actually, I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure I don't have any other batteries. Because I usually turn. Because the batteries, yeah, no, I don't think so. Because usually I turn them in right away. So I don't have to move them twice. Especially when they're like car batteries like that. I don't want to have to move them twice. This microwave is full. And then that big giant one over there is full, but it's like smaller stuff that I just shoved in there. Some, like those wire kind of like metal pieces. That like metal coat hanger kind of wire looking type of stuff. I shoved that in that big microwave. And then this is the non-ferrous stuff from last night that I'll deal with later, not today. Hell, not even this week probably. It's freaking hot out here. So like I said, we'll shove that in the back, deal with that another day. But the shred I wanted to get out of here right away because it needs to go. Needs to go somewhere, especially since it's gonna be 4th of July weekend, and we're hosting, so don't want to have a bunch of crap lying around. I'm trying to think. No, because Wednesday night, yeah, I gotta work Wednesday morning, but no, on Wednesday night and Thursday, I can take anything I find that night. I can take in again, and it won't be a problem. So there's the garbage from today. I'm not worried about that. So all right, let's go turn this in. Get her $20. Maybe 20. Well, no, we have the batteries, so it'll probably be like a $30 day. Those batteries are good weight. And yeah, you could take them to auto parts, auto O'Reilly's, and yada 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 for $10 store credit or whatever. I don't care. Take them to the scrapyard and be done with them right now. It's much simpler. All right, let's go get our $30. All right, so I got all my aluminum loaded up. A lot of the gutter pieces and stuff that I just got last night, and then all the other stuff I had out back was looking a little messy. So I figured between that, all the gutter pieces than what I had back there, I figured I got enough to run a load of aluminum in. So that's what we're gonna do right now, is run this in. So not super full, not super heavy either. Just like I said, I wanted to get it out of here because it's a 4th of July weekend. And the scrapyard is closed tomorrow, and they're going to be closed till Monday, and we are hosting 4th of July, so I want to get the yard cleaned up. So that's what we're doing really with this, even though not that anyone's really going to see it way in the back, but with the traffic on the other side, you can see. And then when we come back, we're going to do shred. So this bin, this is all the other stuff that was in with those downspout gutter pieces. All this mostly steel junk. It was really not as good as I thought when I pulled up and seen the gutter pieces. I figured that was all aluminum. Of course, it's not. It's all steel, but it is what it is. Then just this, because that stuff wasn't here, so it's just that. It's a little bit of stuff, not the sink, obviously. The mower deck from the mower also from last night. James is leaving now to go not take the other one to storage. That's the other one taking some junk to storage. So there's that mower deck, that fan I got to strip real quick. And then back here, there's not really anything shred-wise to take, because I pretty much got rid of it all last time I went. So really all that's back here is this. I mean, it's part aluminum, part steel, but it's kind of mixed. I'm just going to throw it in shred. It could maybe get away with a little sheet for it, but it's got a lot of steel to it. And like I said, back here, there's not really anything other than the computer that I found last night, which was the biggest piece of junk I've ever found. Look at this. This is the motherboard. There's not even an actual CPU on it. There's the big-ass heatsink right here that I thought would be where the CPU is. It's not even a CPU on it. At least I got to stick a RAM out of it and a DVD drive. So that thing was absolutely trash. This HP Pavilion. I took the front off. That was an HP Pavilion. Windows 7. The thing was garbage. But we grabbed it anyways. Like I said, all that aluminum out of here. And then, like I said, that's really it. There's those chairs. Okay. It's like 4th of July. We were counting how many chairs we have. I forgot I have those 2 chairs that I found. So we can add those to the count. So actually, we should be set. Because I have those. Yeah, I got these 3 out here. I have another one of those downstairs that I use. And then we have those 2. Plus our patio chair section. No, we're good. There's that, but I'm not going to bother stripping it right now. I'll strip it later. That doubled cedar is also aluminum, but like I said, I haven't got around to stripping it right now, so I'll do that later. So it's already 1 o'clock. I want to get going. So I can have enough time to do both loads today. And it's hot out here once again. So again, I want to hurry up and get this done. And be able to sit in the house for a bit. In the nice shade. Well, in the nice AC. So, I gotta end that. It's gotta go. So, like I said, today's not gonna be huge loads, but just gotta get the stuff out of here. Like that steel load, that's gonna be like $15 maybe. Oh, I gotta go to the post office too. I didn't have time to do that yesterday. So, alright, let's get going. Get out of the sun. Get into my nice air conditioned truck. Alright, I'll load it up with steel. Again, not much to this load either. It's a lot of this fluffy duffy garbage. This is a pretty trash load. I mean, there's no weight in here. The mower deck might be the heaviest thing in here next to this, to that big ass light fixture. Like I said, there's just nothing here. But I'm getting it out just to get it out of here for the 4th, and we're gonna need the other tote from that. I didn't show you in the scrap run. You'll see it in the trash picking video from last night. There's a tree branch that fell out front, big one on the one tree. Fell, almost hit my car, and so we're gonna have to probably chop that up. So we're gonna need the other totes. So we're gonna need all the totes. That's another reason why, because I need the tote space. I'm gonna need that tote. Although I have, after the aluminum, I have those totes and bins and all that. But like I said, I just want to get it out of here for the 4th. So I'm not gonna even go back there. There's nothing to show you back there because there's nothing really was back there to take. It was just whatever I found last night. So this is, like I said, maybe I'd be surprised if there was 200 pounds in here. So the aluminum wasn't much either. You'll see that at the end. Like I said, the aluminum wasn't much. This isn't much. Just to get it out of here. That's really all it is. Just to get it out of here. So let's go turn this in and go get our $10 and go spend that on lunch. Alright, so our 2 tickets for today. First, old sheet, we had 80 pounds, 60 cents a pound, 48 cents, or 48 cents, 60 cents a pound, $48. Extra shred, 200 pounds, 160 gross ton, 29, so $14 and $48. Like I said, I figured today was not going to be a huge haul, but it was just to get it out of the yard kind of thing more than anything. I say we do have a plan of, I should have showed you actually out back. We're like taking a fence panel and kind of putting it along like where the garage wall is, kind of just like along that side to where it will match up to where the back fence panels are. So I have that so that I'll have that back area and it'll be enclosed and I don't really have to worry about keeping it as neat. I can add, I can wait a little bit longer because it'll all be kind of hidden behind the fence in the corner, so I don't have to worry about the neighbors or anything. So that's a plan that we have. Whether we will ever actually do that plan's a whole nother thing. Or at least putting like a fence panel. We're thinking like a fence panel and gate. And that was Dad quote priced it out. It would be about $1,000 doing it ourselves, of course. But that was, for everything, gate, post, poles, everything. So we'll see. That might be a project we do. this year. I mean, it would definitely be nice to keep it so it'd be, have some privacy back there, so I don't have to worry about the neighbors or code enforcement or anything. But all right, that's it for today. It's hot. I'm going back to the AC house. All right, so all loaded up, ready to go. Good enough. So we got the 3 sinks that I found as of recent. The 3 latest sinks are in here. The bin of motors, and then the pool motor, and that other giant motor that had the meat grinder on it are in here, and then all the shred is up there, and then like I said, through the sinks on top. And I got a motorcycle battery for a Harley actually up here. So I'll throw that in too while I'm at it, I guess. I mean, those smaller batteries I don't mind moving twice. It's the big car batteries that I hate having to move twice. So I would always turn those in, but since I'm going to non-ferrous anyways, oh, but since I'm going to non-ferrous anyways, I might as well get rid of it while I get rid of the sinks and the motors. Because like I said, the sinks take up a lot of room. They're not very valuable, so I want them out of here. I guess stainless just isn't very valuable. I don't know if I ever showed you guys the path's been updated and finished. They're all in line with each other, so it actually works as a path. The way I did it didn't really work very well. And like I said, it's finished. It comes all the way over to here. This pad got lifted up, and then I just have this little rubber mat right here that we used in the basement at the old house, and it works perfectly fine for right here. Little landing pad. I just put it here to cover up all the mud. Is really why it's there. So it doesn't look that much better in here, other than the sinks being out of here. I still got to do that ACR, which, if I'm thinking about it, I'm not entirely sure that doesn't have the refrigerant in it still, because it's part of like a mini split, and it's the head unit, and those lines are pre-charged. I'm not entirely sure it doesn't have Freon in it, or refrigerant, I should say. I guess really the only way to find out is start cutting, and if I hear hissing, well, that's my answer. I don't really think there's a way to like open anything and find out and then like reshut it on these. I don't think. So like I said, not entirely sure. I guess we're gonna have to find out. That's kind of why I haven't touched it yet, because I was thinking about it. Because I was thinking about that. That's kind of why I've just left it alone as of right now. Like I said, other than that, that's pretty much it. I thought about taking like this wire in. It's like, I mean, they'll probably give me number 1 on it, but it's not like true number 1. Most yards would probably call this like 50%. This is like a true piece of number 1 though, that I just threw in there. But then I have like the stuff that I know is true number 1, stuff from BX Wire. So I thought about throwing like this in, because that I could throw that in real quick. That takes up no space, kind of thing. So, like I said, then I got a little bit of brass and copper I thought about taking in, but I don't really got the space for it at the moment. I still got to strip that faucet. That transformer that I just took out of those 2 microwaves is actually half copper. I'm amazed, so I might strip that. That shouldn't be too hard to get out. So, all right, I need my hands to turn this off or to unplug that. So that'll be the run for today. Get a little bit of this junk out of here, and then I gotta do something about this back here. This is a disaster looking zone. I gotta get this cleaned up. Doesn't help that James's crane's back here now, but gotta get, I don't know, figure out back here, and then like I said, figure out this corner that needs redone for the 30th time, because there's kind of just all this void space right now, and there's bins and stuff stacked in the corner. But because now I have this table, like I said, the toolbox is just kind of void space that I need to get over to, because I can't get over to like the motors and stuff. I have to throw them across the room. Otherwise, I just have this little path here. So, like I said, I gotta push that over. So, anyways, all right, back home now. So, shred 280. I think it says 80 pounds of shred, 160 gross tons, so 20 even. Stainless steel, that was the 3 sinks, 36 pounds, 30 cents a pound, 10.80 for those 3 sinks. That's why I said in the video when I picked up from Monday night when I picked up that one sink, when it didn't have the faucet, it had been stripped already. I'm like, that's why I said it's barely worth picking up, because they take up a lot of space. And then if it doesn't have a faucet, or if the faucet on it itself is trash, it's not really worth taking. But luckily on that one, it was an old one, so the bottom, drain part, once you cut it off, it was all brass. So that made that one in particular worth taking. In that case, so batteries. That one motorcycle battery, 16 pounds, 15 cents a pound, 240 for that little battery. Then the nice winner of the day really is electric motors, 109 pounds, 25 cents a pound, 27.25. So it actually might be kind of worth taking the transformers out, because even if they're double aluminum, they'll give me motor price still. That's why our motor. That's, I think, partially why our motor price is a little lower. You can get away with a little more junk on your motors, and you can get away with aluminum ones. They don't care, transformers, aluminum transformers and stuff. So I think that's why our price is a little lower. So I mean, I'll take it if I can get away with throwing them instead of dirty aluminum, which is like 3 cents more in shred, and I can get almost triple. Shred's about 6 or 7 cents, and the motors are at 25. So I mean, I guess it's worth taking, because it's not that hard to do. And I get the little bit of wire, pop the transformer out, and then get the turntable motor out of the bottom. But most of those motors are fan motors, especially out of box fans, which actually I seen when I had to go to the post office. I seen 2 box fans, um, like a mini fridge or water cooler or something, and then for a little further up the road, I seen 2 like rug cleaners with cords. So I mean, I kind of had the room. It would have been a little difficult. I could have figured it out. Just shove them in there. Of course, I would have just then chucked them off in a shred. So whatever. But then obviously that one big motor and the pull motor is the majority of that weight. But anyways, all in 60-45, so rounded down $60. Not too bad. For that is mostly 2 days of stuff, right? Because I gotta clean my truck. There's junk everywhere. You figure the shred. Well, that was a mix between Sunday and Monday. That's pretty much what this is from. Those 2 days. The sinks one. I think one of them was from before, and the motor. Some of that's from before. So, but at least probably I don't know $40 for the 2 days. I mean, not great, but well, that doesn't include the aluminum, any of the aluminum and stuff I found. So I mean, you could call it $60. Anyways, that's it. We'll see you guys tonight after work out on the curbs. All right, so you can scrap run ready here, all loaded up. Not too bad. There's a little bit of gap up here, but I don't got anything to put up here. I had a little bit of gap space. But like I said, I have nothing to put in here. In terms of shred, this is it. This is everything from pretty much Sunday and Monday. Yeah, Sunday and Monday. And then there's a little, Sunday, Monday. I mean, I guess Saturday, because dumpsters, there's those lights that I grabbed to finish off. And then our aunt had a car work done, so that's where those came from. But that was also like this weekend, pretty much, in that time frame. So when they were done, and I grabbed them, so. And some buckets up front of some stuff. I don't know why my flashlight's on. I don't know if you saw that. And I don't know if you can tell by the outside. On camera, it doesn't look too bad. But there's all those Canadian wildfires. The smoke is over here. Is over in our area right now. There's an air quality alert, and air quality is poor for at least today, probably into tomorrow. That's what I said on video. You can't really tell, but there's definitely like a little bit of a haze in the sky, a bit of a kind of like a yellow tint, like on shows when they do show that they're in Mexico, like on Breaking Bad, especially when they were in Mexico and they put that yellow filter on. That's kind of what it looks like out here right now. But like I said, seems like it's gotten better. It's not as bad right now. So I'm gonna go take this in, go get our $25, and of course I made a mistake. of not checking where this cargo mat is because it's kind of in the latch. Really gonna have to slam the trunk because that's the problem with that bumper protectors. I won't notice if the mat is shifted too far forward and it's in the way. And of course, I don't notice until after I've loaded everything. Um, this stuff's staying. I'm gonna keep this one, I think, because this one's actually, I think, in good shape. Well, it has all those wheels at least. I mean, the head part's a little messed up, but that's not a big deal. Keyboards, those are just garbage. Just cut the cords off them, throw them in the garbage. That's aluminum. I'll have to process that down. That's aluminum too. I just gotta clean that up. Ow, almost forgot this damn light fixture. That's gotta go. That has to go. Better close the damn door too. So, and I got a bit of a mess going on back here. I almost want to do another run of aluminum, just because it's kind of all over the place. Well, in order to do that, I really should finish cleaning up that ladder, the attic ladder, and then that chair. If I'm gonna do that though, because really it's not a lot of. Oh, again, it's not a lot of weight. It's just the volume, because it looks like a mess back here. I'm sure if I could maybe clean it up a little and it wouldn't look as bad, but at that rate, you might as well take it in. What's the point in doing, moving it around a bit just to look at it for another 2 weeks and then move it again? Like I said, it's not really a lot of weight. It's just kind of the volume of it. And then back here, like I said, I have all this aluminum. I mean, this bin's just about full. And I do have brass and copper that could go. Those are pretty full, good weight. It's a little bit of stainless, not much. And then the other wire, they're like definitely number one wire. They'll probably give me number one wire. A couple motors, starter. I was in that bucket of scrap. Starter off was it a Chrysler? Something or other. Something Chrysler. Well, other than that, and then the ACRs, if ever. I got a couple of heat sinks from them. And then that I gotta clean. But I'm not sure if it has the refrigerant in it, and really there's not gonna be a way to find out until I start cutting it. I guess we'll find out then. So yeah, nothing else back here, that's it. So like I said, let's go get our let's close everything up and let's go get our $25 and like I said, then I'll see if I want to do another scrap run. I probably should do rotors and aluminum. I'm kind of holding off because I know James said he needs rotors done on his truck, and then our aunt, she needs them done too. Her brakes and rotors need done, so I'd like to hold off until then. But between the two of them, who knows when that'll actually get done. James got 1,000 other projects to do, and our aunt ain't got the money for that after she just did the other stuff, so we'll see about that. Alright, 380 pounds, 160 gross tons still, 2714, $27. So a little better than I thought. So I'll take it. Saying that was from pretty much all from this weekend, so 27 bucks, that'll do. And also I seen the competition here, the white pickup metal rack, the blue tailgate, the white Ford. I seen him as I was pulling back onto the scale to go out. He was coming in with some stuff and headed back to the shred pile, but it didn't look like much. So I don't know, it might have been a second load of the day or something, I'm assuming. Alright, well, we'll go home and, I don't know, maybe tinker around in the back a little. I don't really know what I'm going to do. Because I don't think I'm going to do another run for today. Or like I said, I'll probably clean up that aluminum so I can do that tomorrow or something, depending on how we do tonight. So we'll see you guys tonight on the curbs.